Hey, what's up, guys? We're here on the road. Okay, we don't have a weight room to get into, and plus, some of our pitchers are getting a little bit high in pitch count. I think we went 125, 110, 105, 100, something like that over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we're actually going to do a pull workout for recovery. Okay, it's our day one workout. We're going to do it for recovery. We do it for several reasons. One, to flush the waste product out of the body, right? So we got a lot of bad blood, a lot of bad metabolites, some debris kind of in there in our elbow and our shoulder and our body. So what we want to do is just kind of flush that out. Okay, this is typically what a day one is. So we're going to do that. We're going to stimulate some blood flow, get some new oxygenated blood to some of our areas where they've kind of taken a beating over the last few weeks. And then the water does some really cool stuff. Okay, so it provides a constant form of tension throughout the movement, whereas weights are a little bit heavier, a little bit lighter at certain areas within the exercise. So this is just going to provide a constant form of tension throughout the entire exercise, throughout the entire range of motion, and it's going to help provide some high volume work, to help counter some internal rotation that we've lost during pitching. There are a couple negatives to it. You know, it's really kind of hard to coach the intricacies, okay, underneath the water. Okay, so if you're a coach, you'll see what I mean here in a second when I show you some of the videos. But when you're a coach, you're standing out of the water and you're trying to coach your guy in the water. It's really hard to kind of see through the waves and see through the water to make sure they're doing some things right. So it's a little bit harder to coach, a little bit harder to see the body in motion underwater. But the benefits of it are great. Something you can do at home if you got a travel ball and you're on the road, can't get to a weight room, or just your pitch counts up and you really need to kind of take some eccentric stress off of the body. And it's another reason we're doing this. We're just kind of beating the body up the past few weeks, pitching and lifting. So this is actually a really good time to kind of just take some of the eccentric load off the body, concentrate just on concentric strength. There are some things that you need to do. You got to make sure that you hydrate after that. Being in the water will dehydrate you pretty quickly, so you got to make sure that you eat a lot of food, because it will also tax you pretty good in a caloric deficit. But really, just a couple of those things isn't really an issue for a lot of athletes. Try to get a gallon of water or so a day. Eat a few more calories than you normally do after a pull workout. But like I said, the benefits of it really outweigh any negatives that you have. So anyway, we're going to get into it here in a second. See what you think. Like it, share it, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And just try to get the word out, to more coaches, more players, more athletes. This is something that's pretty easily done, pretty easily available, I think, especially if you're on the road, got an indoor pool, outdoor pool, something like that, or maybe one in your backyard. So check it out, see what you think, and let us know. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, guys, all we're doing here is just treading water. We got a couple 6'3" to 6'5" guys treading water in a 5-foot deep end. It's a little bit difficult for them, but it's just a pretty good warm up. Kind of warm the body up, warm the limbs up, and move around a little bit in the pool. So just a little tread water here for about 2 minutes, just to get us started. Next, we're going to go to hip internal and external rotation. Just hands on the wall. We're going to do both sides for a minute each. So just knee up and out, knee up and back in. Again, we're trying to keep our low back neutral, low back square to the wall, and just getting all the movement out of our hips that we can. Here we have leg swings. Pretty simple there. So we're just going to go side to side, front to back as well. We're going about a minute each way on each leg. So we're going side to side, really trying to pull out with our external rotators, with our glutes, and pull in with our adductors, with our groin. And here we're just going front and back. Again, we're trying to pull up with our hip flexor, and we're really trying to pull down hard with our hamstring and our glute there, our extensors. Here it is from the other side, front and back. I'd rather him be a little bit taller there and not have so much lean forward and back, and a little bit more stable in his upper body and just get the most movement he can out of his hip and not his total body there. But we'll work on that as we move forward with this. Now here we got external rotation. So we got a left-handed pitcher, our right shoulder's going to be up against the wall to kind of brace us. We're just going to pull out and do external rotation. You can see kind of how he's swimming his hand back in. So we're not fighting internal rotation back in. So we're just working on our external rotators. We're swimming our hand back in and then pushing out again with the back side of our hand. Here we're just doing some Ys, standing Ys. We're kind of in a shallow inch. We're going to do some kneeling Ys. We're just going hands down, palms down, just to the top of the water. You know, we're just trying to get some movement in our shoulders, some blood flow to our shoulders, and really just kind of trying to work on our scaps and the backside. We'll do this for about a minute as well. Now here we've got standing tees or reverse raises. So we've got a foot up against the wall to kind of help brace us. Okay, so we're just going to pull out. Okay, we're going to have good scap mobility. Okay, we're going to reach forward and really pull back with our scaps, and we're going to swim in again. Okay, so we don't want to fight against the current. Bring our hands back to our chest. And now we're going just straight lateral raises. Okay, so from the side of our body up laterally, with palms facing down to the top of the water. And we're going to swim our hands back down. Okay, so we want all concentric strength pulling up. Okay, we don't really want to fight our way down. We want good strength, good blood flow for about a minute. All right, now we're going Cobras. Okay, so his foot's up against the wall, bracing himself so he doesn't go anywhere. Okay, he's going to reach out front with his hands and really pull down hard. Okay, with his palms facing forward, back of his hands creating resistance against the water. Now, you know, we're really trying to work on, you know, just getting some blood flow to the back of the shoulder, the scaps. Some tricep there as well. So really just trying to flood that with some new blood and get the healing process going. Here we've got just some external rotations. Okay, it's the guy on the left isn't doing a great job of it. We're actually going to fix it here in a second. The guy on the right is actually fairly good. I'd like them to have their shoulders submerged a little bit more and get a little bit more resistance through the external rotation. And again, I'll show you here in a second. So here, we're a little bit better, we're a little bit more submerged, we're getting a little bit more resistance on it, and now we're going to go from external rotation, now we're going to go straight into reverse throws. We want to dig deep in the water, pull out hard, okay, with the back of our hand, really get some force, get some movement on the back of that shoulder. Okay, we really want to try to get some good strength there and a lot of good blood flow. Now, we're talking about blood flow, we go tuck jumps in the shallow end of the pool. Do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. Have you gassed or have the heart rate jacked up. And it'll help just kind of increase, again, some blood flow, some healing to the entire body, and just kind of flush those waste products we talked about before. Once we do that, we're going to go straight into what we call just straight. Okay, so it's just a little boxing circuit we got. So just straight punches, you know, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. We'll do that for about a minute each. And once we do that, then we'll flip to some hooks. Okay, so just left, right hooks. And not only are we throwing our hands out there, but we're really trying to move our core and move our upper body to get a little bit more movement there. Stay a little bit solid in the midsection as well. So once we go jabs or straights to hooks, then we'll move to uppercuts. The uppercuts is the exact same thing. We're just kind of going right up to the top of the water. It's really hard to see kind of what they're doing here, just because they're making so many waves. But again, you know, that's kind of one of the bad things about doing a pool workout. It's difficult to see the body in motion on the water. But here, you know, we're just working on volume. We're just working on getting these guys moving, getting some blood flow to the area. So if we're not throwing a proper jab, it's not a big deal. It's just making sure they're moving, doing the right thing. You know, after we repeat the upper body and lower body at least once, maybe 2 more times, we'll just end with a little cool down of treading water, just like we started. Okay, so we'll just put them in the deep end, tread water a little bit, let them talk, let them have a little fun, let them kind of relax a little bit and cool it down, and then we're done. Okay, so let us know what you think. Check it out, try it out, and good luck. Let us know if we can help.